Welcome to Recorder Karate 2. Now, if you're watching this video, you should have already completed Recorder Karate 1. You should have earned all of your belts, white through black, and you should be ready to move on to Recorder Karate 2. Looks like this. You have a history of the recorder and how to hold the recorder. Yours is stapled when I send it to you, but I keep mine in a binder. So then you have how to play the recorder, just a reminder, how to care for your recorder, all of this stuff I like to keep in there. It has a reminder of how we count music, okay, and how we name the notes with the lines and spaces. Every good boy does fine on the lines, F-A-C-E, face in the space, and we pay attention to where those circles of the notes are. That tells us the names of the notes, so we know how to finger them on the recorder. Now, let's see here. Reviews there. The first degree black belt is going to award you a striped belt, one that's white and black. So this is the black and white belt. Once you've earned the black belts, all the colors of the belts are kind of threaded together with black, and then the ultimate belt at the end of Recorder Karate 2 is a gold belt. So that's what you're shooting for Recorder Karate 2, is to earn that gold belt at the end. So the first degree black belt, the black and white belt, is the Wedding March. The Wedding March. This is the one that goes dun dun da dun 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 da da. That one, okay? And we'll notice that we do have that sharp sign on the top line of the staff. That's F sharp. So any F, no matter where it is placed on the staff, will be sharp. So that F right there, first space, F-A-C-E, face in the space, that F right there is an F sharp. It is fingered like this, thumb 1, 2, 3, and then those two middle fingers in the right hand. Then we also, it's just calling to your attention that you also have a D in there. We use that quite a bit in Recorder Karate 1, so it reminds you how to finger that. Also, if you can't remember, if it's been a while since you have done fingerings and recording, on the back of your handbook you have a fingering chart. So this kind of tells you how to finger C below, D below the staff, E, and so the one out to the side here is your thumb hole. So if it's black, you cover the thumb hole. And all the black ones you would cover. The top ones would be your left hand, 1, 2, 3, and then the bottom ones are your right hand, and there are 4 options for that. If it's white inside the circle, don't cover that hole. If it's black inside the circle, cover that hole. Yep, that's how you finger them. Okay, so we're gonna work on Wedding March today. And it's kind of reminding you how to count all of these ways that we count. So remember that we have a half note here, 2 beats, ta-ah. And here we have a dotted quarter. Remember, a dot beside a note means you take half of the value. So if we have 1 beat for a quarter note, then half of that would be 1/2. So you'd have 1 1/2. And then this single T is a half of a beat. So together that would make 2 beats. So it's gonna go ta, 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 T, ta, ti, ta. So here we have dotted half note. It works the same way. Half of the value of a half note is 1 because the value of a half note is 2. So total it will be 3 counts. Ta. So this will go ta, ta, ti, ta, rest. Okay, let's get to playing it. Start on that D. Remember the D below staff is thumb, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Sounds like that. Remember those low notes on the staff, they need to have really warm, gentle air. Let's get started. Let's do the first line of the song. 1, 2, ready, go. Mrs. Davis squeaked first time out. We're starting over, okay? Here we go, first line of the song. 1, 2, ready, go. Be ready for that. A down to F sharp. A down to F sharp. So it goes. Yeah, so let's do that again. Whole first line. 1, 2, ready, play. There we go. Let's do that again. Let's do it again. 1, 2, ready, go. There we go. And the second line, now as always, if you need some more work on that, if you're still not getting it with your fingers, just pause the video or just go back and do it again with Mrs. Davis as many times as you need to do it. And then move on, okay? So next we have D, G, every good. Remember, we go from the bottom up, every good boy. So this would be G, D, G, C, C, B, A, G, F sharp, G, A. So let's work on playing that. Thumb 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. One, second line only, start at measure 5. Notice these little squares up here, it's telling you what measure number that is. So measure 5 starts line 2. Measure 5. 1, 2, ready, go. Let's do that again. 1, 2, ready, go. Good. Now let's play first line and second line right in a row. 1, 2, ready, go. And one nice thing is that this third line that starts at measure 9 is exactly the same as the first line. So all we have to learn is this fourth line. Let's go down here and learn this fourth line, then we'll be able to play the entire song. Down here, fourth line. So it goes D, G, B, D, B, G, E, A, B, G. Anytime you go from B to D, it's a little tricky because you have to go from thumb and first finger to no thumb and that second finger. So get that motion down. Let's practice from B to D. It's a kind of a quick move. It goes. Okay, so in that would be like right here. We're practicing B, D, B, B, D, B. We're gonna try that, okay? 1, ready, go. Let's practice it one more time. Now from the beginning of that line, that starts at measure 13, thumb 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're starting on the letter D, that note D. 1, 2, ready, go. Mrs. Davis didn't do so good. Let's try it again for me. 1, 2, ready, go. There we go. Now let's start from the beginning of the song and play the entire song all the way through without stopping. 1, 2, ready, go. So what happened to Mrs. Davis is on that D, I didn't quite get my thumb all the way off of the hole when I rocked my thumb back. And so on that D, on the third line, it sounded like a C, so then I kept rocking my thumb back more, and kind of, you heard this like, that's not supposed to be there. That's just because I didn't get my thumb all the way off of the hole in the back to create that D sound. So let's see how fast the accompaniment is, because I can't remember how fast the accompaniment is on this. So it's gonna go da, 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 da. Well, that's about how fast we've been practicing it. So we're gonna do it with the accompaniment. Here we go. Get your fingering ready. One thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ready, play, now. Okay, and that was not too bad considering Mrs. Davis actually started with a squeakity squawkity note. But see, if you just keep going, when you make a squeak or a squawk, or maybe one tiny mistake, just keep going, because that's not gonna keep you from getting your belt. It needs to be mostly right, but if you make 1 or 2 mistakes, and you have some squeaks, Mrs. Davis is not gonna keep your belt from you for that, okay? So work really hard, get it really good, and then send me a video of you playing the wedding march, and I will award you your black and white belt. Get to work.